What's going on YouTube? It is that boy EC back again with another YouTube video, man. And today, man, as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, man, we have how to talk to a manufacturer. I think that's what I'm going to title this, I'm pretty sure. So today I just want to give you tips on how I usually talk to a manufacturer and what I say and what I do. That way I don't get scammed. I never once got scammed by a manufacturer, and it's because I know how to talk to these guys. I've done my research, so I know how to talk, know what to say, and know how to handle situations. So without further ado, man, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to talk to these manufacturers so they don't get over on you and you can handle business and start your clothing brand. So without further ado, man, let's get straight into the video. Let's go. Alright, y'all, man, so first things first, you need a trustworthy manufacturer. And so what I mean by that is, don't just go find some random manufacturer on Alibaba. Don't go find a random manufacturer on Instagram. I would recommend most to do is pay for your manufacturer. And so what I mean by that, find a creator or a clothing brand owner. So I'm just going to use myself as an example. So there is a content creator named Dior Ray, and so he has a clothing brand. I seen the product from the clothing brand and they look really good, so I was like, you know what, why not ask him for his manufacturer? So what I did, I DM'd him on Instagram and was like, hey, I seen your YouTube video, I seen your clothing brand, and I was wondering who made your clothes. And so he was like, yeah, you will have to pay, but I'll tell you who it is. And so then I paid him, and then he sent me a list of all the manufacturers that he used and the one that he used in that video. And so that's basically what I mean by pay for a manufacturer. So I would find someone trustworthy, a trustworthy clothing brand you bought from before, or worthy content creator that you've seen have a clothing brand. You DM them, ask them to pay for that manufacturer, not just find a random one. Because if you find a random one, most likely you're either going to get scammed, get a bad product, or it's just not going to end up going well. You're going to have to wait a long time. So I recommend not doing, just don't waste your time and waste money by doing that. Get you paid for a good manufacturer from a trustworthy person that you've seen have a product before, bro. It's just going to go way better for you. That's what I did, so that's what I'm going to recommend y'all to do. So now let's get into the next thing. Alright, y'all, so once you find a manufacturer, these are the first three things you're going to ask. Number one, turnaround time. So basically this is going to be, how long from when I pay you is it gonna take for you to make my product? All right, that's the first thing. Second thing is shipping. How long is it gonna take to ship from Pakistan to get over to the United States? All right. Then the third thing is production. Turnaround time and production is kind of the same. How long is it gonna take for me when I pay you to make my product? So that's the first three things you're gonna ask. If the times don't look good, I recommend, so my manufacturer, it usually takes them around 10 days to make it, so like a week and a half, and then it takes about a week to get over to the US, so it doesn't really take that long, probably like a half of a month, maybe to 1 month, you know what I'm saying? So that's the times that it took my manufacturer. If your manufacturer isn't somewhere around those, then I recommend you look for a new one, or you just choose a different one, because that's around for a decent manufacturer, that's the amount of time it usually takes. 10 days to make, and then a week to get to the US. So like a half of a month to a month fully, you know what I'm saying? So that's the three things that you need to say when you talk to a manufacturer for the first part. So now let's get into the next part, y'all. Alright, y'all, so the next thing that you need to ask is the price of the product and how much shipping is, because you need to ask these two together, because shipping and price are two different things, and if there's any alleyway that they try to get through, they're gonna take it. So you need to ask these two together. All right, so let's say you want to get a sample hoodie made. All right, so you need to ask how much the price of the sample for the hoodie will be and how much the shipping will be. That way they can just put that together up front, and that way they have no way of getting over you later. And then, because like they might just tell you $100 and then you're just thinking, oh, okay, I just have to pay 100 and I'm good. No, you still need to pay for that shipping as well, and that shipping costs money, you know what I'm saying? So so for me, I'm gonna tell y'all how much I pay for around my hoodie sample. So I pay around $150. So for the hoodie it's 100 and shipping is $50, and so that's how much I pay. Your price should be around there. You shouldn't be paying $200-300 for a sample, because bro, that's actually insane. So it should be around that price range. So yeah, that is the next step. So now let's get into the fourth step. Alright, y'all, so the fourth step is video calls / updates, man. y'all need to stay updated with y'all manufacturers, all right, bro? Don't just send them the money and then be like, oh, okay, I'm just not gonna text them anymore. No, bro, you need that product. You need to get started. You need to start promoting your samples, showing the people who wanna buy your product, your samples. So you need to be on their butt, bro. Like, you need to be on them. So let's say he says around 10 days turnaround time. So I would usually wait up around a week, because I want to give them time to make the stuff. All right, I don't want to just be bugging them every day. So I'll usually wait around a week. Then I'll either video call them, or I'll just text them and say, hey, can I get an update? I think video call is really the best way. That way you can really see the product, and there's no way of them trying to get over you, like sending you like a something that looks like your product and it's not. If you video call right away, you can just say like, hey, I want to see what my hoodie production, so I'm just gonna say hoodie, what my hoodie production looks like. And so then they just you just chat, they show you what it looks like and things like that. So that's the fourth one. Just stay updated. Always stay on the consistent update with your product. All right. Number 5. All right. Number 5 is the most important one out of all of these. All right. Listen here closely, okay? Split payments. Split payments, okay? I'm gonna say it again. Split payments. Do not pay these manufacturers all the money up front, bro. That's how you get scammed, bro. That's how you get scammed, okay? Unless you're working with China, because I know China and Alibaba, they use upfront payments. So I'm not gonna talk about them. I never used that before. I use Pakistan, and for Pakistan, you should never be sending all your money up front, bro, because Pakistan likes to take their time, okay? So do not send all your money up front. You want to do 4 to 3 split payments. So for different manufacturers, I use different payments. So I know for one manufacturer I use 4 split payments, and for one I use 3. So what you want to do is, the first one is when you start production, okay? So obviously, in order to start something, they're going to need a little bit of money. That way they can get the product they need. That way they can start and give their people some money. That way they know that they're getting paid. You feel what I'm saying? So first thing is when they start production. All right. The second one is when they update you. So like, let's say after a week, which I usually do, I usually wait 7 days. So after a week, I'll video call or text and be like, hey, can I get an update on what's going on? See what your product look like. See if it's going good. If he needs more time, things like that. If he needs more time, he's not getting that payment. You're going to have to wait till that stuff is looking right, looking good. Or if it's looking okay, you send him that payment after that, okay? Then the third one is when they're packaging the orders, okay? So let's say you're doing a 3 split payment. Then if it's looking good and they have all the orders in the plastic bag, hold on, I'm gonna show you real quick. So if it's in a plastic bag like this and they have the boxes ready to get shipped out, that's when I'll usually do the 3rd payment. Or if you're doing the 4th payment, you wait until they send you the tracking number. So instead of the 3, you would make it 4, and then and when they give you the tracking number, then you would pay. So yeah, that's basically the split payment method. I know it might have been kind of confusing with the 3 and the 4. So I'll usually just say do 4. But yeah, man, I just wanted to tell you the 2 different ones that I use. So yeah, now let's get into the 6th thing. Let's go. All right, y'all. So the 6th thing is negotiating the price. Okay, so I know, like, for me, this one was kind of difficult because I usually just like to be like, if that's their set price, it's okay. But no, bro. You can negotiate the price and make your stuff a little bit less expensive for yourself, all right? So let's say when you talk to a manufacturer, they say to make a t-shirt sample with screen print is $30. So I feel like there's nothing wrong with just throwing out a jab out there. That's what I call it. Throw out a jab and be like, hey, can we do 25? And then if they say yes, all they can say is yes or no. They won't want to stop working with you because they want money. Like, so what I usually do is I'll try to throw a low ball price. I'll be like, so from 30 to 25, I'll just throw a jab. And if they say no, then I'll pick it up a little bit. Can we do 28? And so then they might say yes or no. and then they might be like, nah, we can't do that, we have to stay with 30, or they might say yes. I know for one manufacturer that I did use, it was $30 for a tee, and I was like, can we do 25? And they were like, yeah. So instead of paying 30, I did 25 for hoodies. That's a little bit more profit for me, you know what I'm saying? And so I know another one, it was supposed to be 30 for a hoodie, and they didn't want to do 25, but they did 28. And so instead of paying 30 for a hoodie, I paid $28 for a hoodie. And so that just makes your bulk order less money, and that way you can have more money in your pocket. So yeah, negotiating price is a big one because you can negotiate price a lot. So yeah, that's what I would recommend for y'all to do, you know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, so for the seventh thing, all right, you need to send a size chart. All right, so what a size chart is how you want the fitting of your hoodie to be. So let's say I'm talking to a manufacturer, right, from Pakistan, and so I just send them what I want my hoodies to look like, and I don't send them a size chart. They're gonna make it from their size chart because, let's be honest, they don't really know where you're from unless they ask you. So they're gonna make it to their sizing, and their sizing is way smaller. Because I remember one time I got a t-shirt from Pakistan and I didn't send them a size chart, and when I tell y'all the shirt was tight, it like I was wearing a gym shirt, y'all. It was so bad. So you want to make sure you send a size chart for your country. So I'm gonna say US because I'm from the US. So I would want to send a US size chart. That way when my customer buys it, it looks right on them and it looks like a good regular sizing instead of a different one like from Pakistan or from China, because I didn't want to send a size chart. You feel what I'm saying? So size chart is very important and one of the key things that you need. So that's why I included it in this. So now let's get into the last and final thing. The last and final thing is deadlines, man. You guys need to set deadlines for your manufacturers. That way they're not taking all day on your product, bro. So what I would usually say is, so let's say for my bulk order, right? I said I gave them the money on January 13th. They said it will be done in 2.5 weeks. So when they say it's going to be done in 2.5 weeks, I need them. I say, do you agree that if this is not done in 2.5 weeks, you will not receive the final payment? So what I mean by that is, if you watch the whole video, the split payments. So it's 4 payments, right? So they said in 2.5 weeks it'll be done. So I would say, if this is not done in 2.5 weeks, you will not be receiving that 4th payment, and I'm going to be going with a different manufacturer. That basically makes them know that they're not going to get their money, and they're going to have to give me my hoodies because they agreed to what we said. So they can't be BSing on my stuff, alright? And you need that as a clothing brand owner, because when I said this before, these Pakistan manufacturers like to take their time, bro. They like to take their time. So you need to emphasize that you need your product. These customers needs their product, and you need to get this out. So you set that deadline. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be tough. You gotta be tough. You know what I'm saying? For me, that was something I had to work through because, you know what I'm saying, I'm a nice person. I just like to let people work. I just let them do their thing. But you can't be that in this, bro. You need to be tough on these people and set things straight. All right. You need this done. I need this done. If this not done, you're not getting that money. Stop playing with me, bro. nah, chill. But yeah, so yeah, that's the last and final thing. Deadlines, man. If you want more free like game videos like this, man, I have a lot more things I can share with y'all that I did to start my clothing brand. So let me know if you guys want more videos like this, man. And I'm out.